Hello students, are all of you are fine? Let's begin our today's class. So anybody remembers what we have discussed in the last class? Yes, we have discussed about sound, then its property, then yes, how sound produced, then how we hear sound, how sound produced in humans. This all things we have discussed in the last class. Now let us check how many of you remembered. So can anybody tell me what is sound? Yes, you tell me what is sound. Yes, 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 very good. Sound is the form of energy that enables us to hear. Okay, sit down. Now you tell me how sound is produced. Yes, okay. Very good. Sound is produced by vibration. And how sound travels? Yes, you tell me. Yes, sound needs medium to travel or propagate, or for production the sound needs medium. Sound can be produced in which medium? Yes, you tell me. All the three mediums. Okay, very good. Sound can produce in solid, sound can produce in liquid, and sound can produce in gases. We have seen in the last class through experiment. Okay. So can sound produce in vacuum? Because there is no medium, so sound cannot produce in vacuum. So we have also discussed in the last class that how sound is produced in humans. So what is that organ or part of the body which produces sound is called? Yes, it is called larynx or vocal cord. Very good. It is located. It is located at the throat. Okay. So can you tell me how sound is heard in humans? This is heard through ears. What are the processes involved? Yes, you tell me. If you have you not revised the content? Okay, standing. Yes, you tell me. Yes, 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 yes. Very good. So have you heard what she told? Just repeat that. Okay, okay. Yes. So sit down. You all sit down. Okay. So what? How sound is heard in humans? So our outer ears traps the sound, which send this sound to the inner ear. After that, the inner ear send that signal to the brain, and brain tell us what kind of sound we are hearing. Okay. So this process happens in our ears and brains. In this way, we are able to hear. So these are all things we have discussed. One more thing we have discussed in the last class. Yes, the three terminologies related to sound. That is amplitude, frequency, and time period. So can you tell me what is amplitude? Yes, loudness and softness of sound determines amplitude, and frequency determines yes hardness and shrillness of sound, and time period the time taken to complete one oscillation. Okay. So these are things we have discussed in the last class. In today's class, we will discuss whether all the sound which are produced in this environment are heard by us. Can we listen all the sound which are produced in this environment? What do you all think? Yes, you tell me. Can we hear all the sounds? Yes, you? How many are saying yes? Okay, and no? Okay. So most of you are saying yes. We are able to hear all kind of sound. Only 2 or 3 are saying no. Okay. So let's know whether we are able to hear all kind of sound or not. So humans cannot hear a sound produced below 20 hertz. So a sound produced below 20 hertz or above 20,000 hertz cannot be heard or listened by human. These sounds are called inaudible sound. Okay. Second is what is audible sound. So the sound ranges between 20 hertz and 20,000 hertz are called audible sound. Okay, so we come to know two definitions today. What is inaudible sound? That sound that cannot be heard by humans, or the sound ranging between 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz, and sound that ranges between 20 hertz and 20,000 hertz are called audible sound. Or we can say sound that can be heard or listened by humans are called audible sound. Okay, so these are the two definitions of inaudible sound and audible sound. Okay, so in the case of human, this sound range is called audible sound, and in the case of human, this range is called inaudible sound. So, can you say that each and every organism living in this world has same audible and inaudible sound range? No. Some animals can hear the sound above 200,000 hertz, and some can hear below 220 hertz also, like dogs. Okay, some machines are made in such a way that they can hear the sound range about 20,000 hertz, like ultrasound machine. So there are some exception to it, but most of us can hear this range sounds. Therefore, this is called audible sound, and this range cannot be heard by most of the creatures. That is why that is called inaudible sound. Is that clear? Any doubt? Okay. So note it down in your notebook. Now, all the sound produced in your environment is good to hear. Is any sound causes disturbance, or all sounds are pleasant to hear? Some sounds are pleasant and some sounds are some sounds create disturbance and some sounds create pleasant. So what kind of sound are called those who are produce disturbance or hindrance, and what are those sounds called which produce pleasant? So the first thing, that sound that produces disturbance, sound that create disturbance are called noise. The best example is you all. When the teacher is not here in the class, what you will do? You will talk to your friends, and it creates a loud noise which is not pleasant to hear, which is disturbance. So that noise is called sound. So from next time, when the teacher is not there, engage in your own work. Don't make any kind of noise. Okay. Now the second kind of sound which are pleasant to hear. Sound that are pleasant to hear are called music. Okay, as you can see in the picture, a person is hearing a song. So is it pleasant to hear a song? Yes. And what about the music produced by musical instrument? Is it pleasant? Yes. So these are called music. And what is noise? The noise produced by you all when you talk to your friends. The noise produced by loudspeakers. Okay. So these are called noise. These are basic difference between noise and music. Is that clear? Now we will discuss what is noise pollution. Noise pollution. Before we discuss noise pollution, what is air pollution? The unwanted particle present in the air or the gases present in the air which is not required to us and which is present in the air due to our fault is called air pollution. In the same way, the unwanted sound which is not required is present in the environment by us is called noise pollution. Suppose we are not need to play loudspeakers, but we are playing it. So it is a noise pollution. We have no need to play a loud music, but we are playing it. Is it pleasant for you? But it will create hindrance and disturbance for others. So it is called treated as noise pollution. So what is noise pollution? Noise created unwanted in the environment by us is called noise pollution. Unnecessary, we are pressing the horn. We are aware that there is a traffic, that we can't move, but we are unnecessarily pressing the horn just to disturb others or to irritate others. This is also creates noise pollution. So we should be calm and composed in traffic. If the traffic is normal, then all will move. Nobody will have the time or want to stay at the middle of the road. So they will move. But what happened? We are in so hurry that we didn't bother about all these things. Just we put our thumb on the horn and start pressing it. Unless and until someone will tell us to stop, or unless until we understand that it is of no use. We are necessarily pressing the bell just to irritate others. So this is also treated as noise pollution. So we should not do that. If someone is doing, we should stop them. Okay? Your parents is doing like this on the road, and you should tell them that the teacher we had taught us not to do this. So please don't do this. Okay? We will discuss that is it good to create noise pollution or it is harmful for us. What do you say? It is good for us or no harmful for us? It is harmful for us. First of all, it affects our health. Suppose if someone is a heart patient and we will play a loud music at very close to him, what will happen? Yes, its blood pressure will rise and it may give him a heart attack again, and it may lead to its death also. So we should not do that. Buying bursting crackers and explosion and doing so many explosive activity, these all are causing so many health problems. We feel irritated. Why? Because of the noise pollution. So there are so many issues related to noise pollution. Some of them I am writing on the board. You will also note them. Causes of noise pollution. First, it leads to health issues. Second is it leads to anxiety. It creates irritation. And the fourth one, it may lead to death. It may lead to deafness. So these 5 causes of noise pollution I have written on the board. First is it leads to health issues. There are so many health issues related to this. Okay, the rising of blood pressure or causing of discomfortness. We are suffering from sleepless night. Why? Because of noise pollution. Because there is so many noise in the environment and you can't stop them. So you can't sleep. If you will not sleep, then what happens? Your health issues will rise. So it leads to health issues. Then it leads to anxiety. Yes, irritation. It may lead to death. Even it may lead to death if some patients are there which are very easily prone to this kind of sound and they are suffering some severe health issues, and we are bursting crackers in front of them or we are playing loud noise. What happens? It can lead to their death. So we should avoid these things. Now it may lead to deafness. Sometimes it may lead to deafness also. Now we will discuss about deafness, or we call it hearing impairment. So there are two types of hearing impairment. As you can see, if someone is born deaf, then that is called totally hearing impairment or deaf. Okay. Total hearing loss from birth is called deaf, and second is partially due to some disease, accident, any issue. If someone is become deaf for some time, then it is called partially hearing impairment. Okay. So those students or those people who has some disease or made an accident and are unable to listen properly are called partially hearing impairment, impaired student or impairment. This type of hearing is impairment is called partially hearing impairment. Okay, so there are two types. One is totally and another is partially. In totally we can't help because it is born deaf, but partially we can help them by giving them assistance, by helping them in their studies. For them, special kind of teaching aids and special kinds of materials are available in the market. We can, with the help of which they can be taught, and some highly advanced technologies have been given for their studies so that they can lead a normal life. So we, as kind of people in our surroundings, then we should help them to live a normal life instead of teasing them that see some deaf is going or deaf, like calling this kind of name and teasing him. It is better to help him and in their studies and in their work. Okay. So these are all things we have to study in today's class. I hope each and every topic is clear which I have discussed. So if you have any doubt, any issue, you can ask me, else I will wind up the class. So yes, no issue, okay. So let me ask you some question for making me realize that you have understood all the topics. Okay. So as you can see, I have written some questions on the board. Let's solve one by one. So what is the answer to the first question? Dash pollution is caused due to unwanted sound. Yes, you tell me. Yes, very good. Noise pollution. Note this question in your notebook. Second is 20 Hz and 21 Hz sound can be dashed by humans. Yes, you. Yes. Or you can write listen also. Both answers are correct. Third is inaudible sound ranges are below dash and above dash. Yes, who will answer? You. Tell me the answer of the first line. Yes, 20 Hz. And the second line you will tell. Yes, 20,000 Hz. Now next question that is present to here. Yes, noise, no. Yes, music, yes. Answer will be music. That is one of the causes of noise pollution. The last question. Yes, you tell me the causes of noise pollution. Yes, the health issue, then fluid issue deafness, yes, then we have discussed how many? 5 we have discussed. Then third one, anxiety, then irritation, and last one, yes, it may cause death. So we can write any one of them, but the best one we can write Let's say anxiety. You can write irritation also. You can write irritation here. You can write. You can write health issue. You can write deafness. There can be four answers to this blank. Because any one it is asking. We can write any of, because we have discussed five. And then many more causes. So we can write any of them. So I think you have understood each and everything which we have discussed in this class. So let's summarize what we have discussed. We have discussed about audible and inaudible sound. What is audible sound? The sound that can be heard by humans. That is the sound between 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz is called audible sound. And those sound which is below 20 Hz or above 20,000 Hz are called inaudible sounds. Then we have discussed noise. What is noise? Noise is those sound which causes disturbance, which causes hindrance to the other member of the environment is called noise. And those sounds which are pleasant to hear, suppose song. When we are tired, what we do? We just switch a pleasant song and we listen. We listen to a musical instrument. So these are pleasant sound. What is noise pollution? Noise pollution is the unwanted sound which is there in the environment due to which the disturbance and hindrance occurs to others is called noise pollution. What are the causes? As I have told you, it leads to deafness, it can cause health issues, it may even lead to death, it can cause anxiety, and it can also cause irritation. Now, how can we stop this noise pollution? Yes, we can stop this noise pollution by using silent devices and using less horn of the vehicle, or using less sound devices in the home or in the factories. If it cannot be possible, then we can open our factory in an isolated places where there is less people staying there, or there. What other thing we can do in the residential area if you are living? Then we can use the silent vehicles, not using too much of horns. So these are all things steps we can take to reduce noise pollution. In the homes also we can use silented air conditioners or the coolers or mixers or machines. Okay. Now what is hearing impairment? Those who are from what is called deaf, and those who due to disease or some accident causes deaf is called partially hearing impairment, and for them there are so many devices have been equipped for them to study and lead a normal life. And we as a society also help these people or students to live a normal life. That's all we have discussed in today's class. Still, if you have any doubt, any issue, any query, you can ask me. So shall I wind up today's class? Okay. So that's all for today. Stay safe, stay healthy. Bye bye. Thank you.